Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To all the listeners, peace be to you all. Rabbi shahli sadri wa yassirli amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Today's topic is the journey inside you. We will inshallah discuss the concept of Ruh in Islam. Ruh means soul. This lecture will be in two parts. So today will be the part 1. So we will reflect on the ayah 85 of Surah Bani Israel in the Quran. Okay, so let's begin our discussion. Jews of Medina gave 3 questions to the pagans of Makkah so that they can ask our dear Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to test his prophethood. One of the question was, what is Ruh? Allah gave the answer to this question in this ayah. Is Surah Bani Israel, and let me tell you one more thing that Surah Bani Israel has another name, and the other name of Surah Bani Israel is Surah Isra, and this is the 17th surah of the Quran and ayah number 85. And they ask you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about the soul. Say, the soul is of the affair of my Lord, and mankind have not been given knowledge except a little. So, when we study this ayah, it says that God have given a little knowledge to humankind about soul. Then, why I pick this topic when there is only little knowledge available? Interesting, huh? Yes, little knowledge is given, but its significance is far greater as soul plays an important role in our life. So, how I started researching on soul. I watched the Netflix series named The Story of God. It's an awesome series. Let me tell you honestly, it's an awesome series. It has 9 episodes. The host is Morgan Freeman. The series gave me an idea that I should research on soul. The series is about story of God. Then why I decided to study on soul? Okay, let me give you the answer. To understand God and his importance in our life, we have to have a knowledge of soul. This Netflix series left many questions in my mind. I realized that human beings are desperately looking for the real God, and when they didn't find real God, they make their own man-made religions and following it without any common sense and evidence. Another reason for my research on soul is we all know very well as agnosticism and atheism is on the rise. People are more indulged in technology than God. Humans are declining spiritually. Really, humans are declining spiritually. Our era is on the fast track. Everybody is in rush. Nobody has time for nobody. Because of this fast life, most of the humans don't don't get the time to ponder on the creator and his creation. I decided to research on this subject. I tried my best to get the knowledge from the reliable sources. Let's start the journey to learn about soul. Okay, now Humans are consist of three. Number one, body. Number two, life. And number three, soul. Body is created with clay. Clay is from land, and in other words, we can also say that the clay is from earth. And after the death of the human being, body goes underground and decomposed into the earth. Those who cremate the body, it's also become ashes, and ashes is also another form of dust. Life is given to the body to move and for action. There is a big misconception in people that they think that the soul is life. Actually, soul is not life. Soul is separate from life. So, and one more question I'm getting frequently is that a lot of people ask me, as soul and spirit is the same? Yes, it's the same. Soul is a spirit of God. He blew soul in human. Soul came from heavens. As we know, when people die in this world, soul goes up as soul was given to human in heavens. Let me clear one more misconception that people think that the heaven is paradise. No, heaven is not paradise. Heaven means skies. Surah Sad, Surah number 38 and Ayah number 72, Allah says, after I have created him and breathed into him my spirit, fall you down, prostrating yourself to him, whom Allah, whom Allah is talking this in this ayah, who is Allah is addressing. Allah is saying this to angel and shaitan. Another surah, Surah Hijr, Surah number 15, Ayah number 29, Allah says, when I have brought him to perfection and breathen of my spirit into him, you should bow down before him altogether. So Allah is saying the same thing again to angels and shaitan. The successive stages of man's creation mentioned in this ayah means that God first planned the creation of the man, made ready the necessary material for it, gave those material a human form, and then breathed his spirit. Three stages of creation. Number one, that we all know that Adam alayhi salam is the first man and created from clay. Number two, giving him a human shape. And number three, bringing Adam alayhi salam into existence by God's Spirit. Now the question comes that we can only prostrate Allah. Then why Allah ordered angels and the shaitan to prostrate Adam alayhi salam? With all my studies, I came to the opinion, and just keep in your mind this is just my opinion. As Allah blew his spirit in Adam, this is the spirit which was to be prostrated, not the human body. Then Allah knows the best, and this is just my opinion. You don't have to believe in my opinion, okay? This is my research and study got me to this opinion. As we know, all the angels obey the order of God, but shaitan disobey. Shaitan is so stupid. He just saw man's body, but he missed the God spirit in him. Body belongs to the land, so its all temptations and nutritions comes from the land, like fruits, vegetable, meat, fish, other luxuries like gold, silver, properties. When human body dies, it goes under the earth. Soul belongs to heaven. Its all nutrition comes from heaven. For example, divine books of God, guidance, peace, tranquility. Soul need nutrition just like body. Body food come from the land and soul food come from heaven. Both should go side by side. Right now, our observation says that few people are feeding the soul. In general, humans are more focused on feeding the body than soul. For example, number one, desire of becoming rich, big homes, top of the line cars, best variety of food, lavishing lifestyles, and vacations. Number two, poverty. There are in the whole world, people are living below poverty level, and poverty also diminish the beauty of soul. Why? Because when person is poor, then his or her mind is only focused on food and basic necessities. They don't focus on feeding the soul. Number three, nowadays, education became the justification of making more money. Number four, in our era, few people get the time to reflect and ponder on the purpose of life. Everybody is busy, busy, and busy. Number five, gadgets have substituted relationships like cell phones, laptop, tablet, oh my god, game streaming, movie streaming. Our soul is thirsty and hungry. Worship of the true God is food and drink of a soul. Our soul is getting weaker and weaker. Nowadays, only few people are able to feed their soul. That's why people complain and they say, nowadays there is no peace of mind, no peace of heart. It's a very common complaint for today's era. People go to the psychiatrist, people get depressed quick. So now Surah 3, Surah number 95, Ayah number 4. Allah says, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Surely we created man in the best mold. Allah has created human being best, as human have spirit of Allah. Another same surah, which is this surah 3 number 95. It's the surah number is 95 and ayah number is 5. Summa radadna asfala safilin. Then we reverted him to the lowest of the low. Allah is saying that it's for those people who only follow their desire and only feed their body. Now evaluate yourself. Just evaluate yourself, my dear. Are you only feeding your body or feeding both soul and body? I conclude part 1 over here, and inshallah, very soon I will be uploading part 2. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you.